Chris, one last thing that I do want to ask you about AEW. So what are your challenges for next year?
Well, I mean, it's interesting because I predicted this, and I'm sure it's not a big revelation, but I knew that eventually NXT would become the third brand, it become just another WWE show, which it is. So we're, the war, once again, the war that we're not even really fighting, but it is what it is. It's real.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of emphasis put on NXT to try and take that away from AEW, take the focus away from AEW.
Was it interesting, Chris, was it interesting to you to watch last night's Survivor Series and see how strong they put NXT?
No, because I know Vince. I knew from the start that it was going to be, okay, well, if NXT is losing, then we need to build the NXT names. Because like I said, they didn't have enough star power to beat us.
Right.
People didn't know who they were.
Right.
So now they know who they are because they're winning matches and they're getting, Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch and all those people on the show too. So now they have the star power.
Right.
So how do we deal with that? Just continue to do what we're doing, which is having great shows with great storylines and good promos. And like I said, is everything hitting 100% on our show? No, but a lot of it is, and a lot of it is working. No matter, like I said, I can't control who they put, who goes up against us. It could be the Super Bowl, or it could be WWE, or it could be resurrect John Lennon and George Harrison and do a Beatles reunion and put that up against us. Like, we can't control that. All we can control is what we're doing from a storyline standpoint and from a show. Is our show entertaining? Do you like it? Do you enjoy it? Are you excited about it? So if we can continue to do that, I think we'll be cool, from a rating standpoint. From an in-ring standpoint, my goal from the start is we got to make stars. That was the number one thing to do right off the bat, and we've done. Look what we've done with MJF and Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, and he's your boy. Like, all those guys are way bigger names now than they ever were before they came. I'd say even Santana and Ortiz. They're on the show every week, standing next to me. Jake Hager. No one remembers anything what he did in WWE. We built him up to be a killer now too. So there's a lot of guys that we can still build. We got to build the Young Bucks. They're not even half as big as they're going to be yet. Or Kenny Omega. So we just have to continue to make stars. And if we can do that, which I know we can, I think that AEW is going to get even stronger and draw even better ratings and bigger ratings from what we're doing right now.
Bro, did you see the match where Omega beat Phoenix for the world title in AAA?
I just saw some highlights from it. It was amazing.
It was, bro. It was.
It's funny.
Conan put him over. Conan put him over because he wants to get a job at AEW. That I heard.
Oh, geez.
Do you remember about that?
Of course he does. Him and Tommy Dreamer in a battle. So you can get the most paychecks from the most companies right now.
If you notice, I put the titles on the Young Bucks and I put it on Omega, and I'm trying to get one on Jericho as we speak. But
I'll just say one thing about Phoenix. That it was incredible. He had a match with Nick Jackson last week on AEW on Dynamite. And, it was just unbelievable, as you would expect, and just all this crazy stuff. But the most ridiculous thing, people don't even notice. The most physically impressive thing to me that Phoenix did was when he straddles the top rope and stands on the second, and then runs down the second rope and jumps to do the Hurricane Rana off the rope.
Yeah.
Walking on the second rope while you're standing over the third. I want anybody to try it. Go give it a try. See if
I bet you Psychosis could do it. Remember Psychosis was a little bow-legged? He could do it, I think.
Bow-legged, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a little bow-legged thing going on, right?